Hey Toolerinos, I'm doing my first book review. My coworker, who is an amateur blacksmith and machinist, he showed me a paperback version of this, and so I went home and asked my wife to look it up on Amazon, see if we could still get an old copy, and she found that a hardback copy was available. And so for Father's Day, this was my gift to myself, essentially. Copyright 1962. And I do recommend getting the hardback if you're interested in this, because the pictures are so great, and looking at it on a small paperback would be much more difficult. But basically it's the story written from a diary of a early American boy. He was born in 1790, and this is supposed to be sort of what their farmstead looked like when he was born. And then this is in 1805, what it has become, you know, with his help as he was growing up. So this is in 1805. And this is a picture of the actual diary and the almanac that was found with it. And it's just a really amazing book. It talks about all sorts of interesting things about early life on the frontier, but the drawings of the tools and the techniques are so impressive and educational. You know, the construction of things, you know, how they might have made ladders, things like that, buckets. So it's a really interesting book. It's a relatively quick read, and it has tremendous pen drawings, I think they were, that this guy Sloan was kind of famous for. And just the drawings of the tools. I mean, I'm giving you a sampling here of some of the more impressive pages, but I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this book, and I'd recommend all my fellow Toolerinos to check it out. So, yeah, if you're interested in sort of old tools and old history about how things were done, check it out. Diary of an Early American Boy. Hey Toolerinos, I was doing some investigative work on this old folding rule. I was trying to figure out what the red lettering said, and I could not with my eyes figure it out. So I carefully looked at it with the camera and zoomed in, and then was able to be sure that it was Something Glass Company, Cleveland, Ohio. And looking very carefully at the letters of the first word, I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe it said Cadillac, and I didn't expect it to have anything to do with the car company, so I was resistant to think that at first. But after Googling it, I found an image of a matchbook on eBay that said Cadillac Glass Company, Cleveland, Ohio. So that proved to me what that said was correct. And then there's a patent number in here that I didn't notice right away, and there again, using a magnifying glass and my eye, I could not make out what that number was. Every time I thought I knew what it wasn't right. So I took a super close look with the camera, and I was able to figure it out. So here's the patent. And you can, in the patent it says it's assigned to Lufkin. So I thought, okay, interesting, it must be made by Lufkin. So I was looking around for where it might have said Lufkin, and here again in faint red, right there you can kind of see that is Lufkin. It has a long red line, it's the bottom of the L going under the Ufkin. And this part says extension, and this part says rule. It's very hard to read, but I found some examples, and I'll show you that. And this is one of the fancier ones that has the sliding depth gauge or extender, and Something I didn't think about or realize, which was a dead giveaway that this was a Lufkin, besides the quality of it, is the ends are red. And that was a trademark of Lufkin Rules. So the neat old folding rule is a Lufkin. And it was either a giveaway or something they sold at Cleveland Glass Block Company, maybe for people to measure the glass that they needed to place their order. So, pretty cool. Solving mysteries like that is part of the fun of the hobby, right? It's that time again, Toolerinos! You've dialed into the Blast to the Present! And here's another Blast to the Present, guys. I found this NOS Chinese checkers game. It's got to be from at least the 60s, maybe 70s, but it could be from the 50s. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to figure out what year it would have been made. But it's Chinese checkers, and look at this. Made in USA, Indiana. Can you believe it? It's Chinese, but made in USA. What a topsy-turvy world we live in, huh? Anyway, it's NOS, and I just couldn't believe it when I opened the box at the thrift store. The bag has never been opened. All the marbles are there. And look at the beautiful colors of the board and the neat graphics. And in case you don't understand how to play Chinese checkers, there you go. Pause that and read it if you'd like. And I'll open it up so you can see. Gotta pick up the camera. It's so colorful. It's beautiful. Never been used. I kind of want to show my kids how to play Chinese checkers, but I kind of don't want to do it with this because it's never been opened. I don't know. We'll see.